What's up everybody and welcome to Let's Talk Money. I'm Nikolay Timoshchuk Jr. and today I'm going to give you 5 millionaire habits that have changed my life over a certain amount of period of time, and you do not have to be a millionaire in order to start implementing these habits into your life. You have to start envisioning yourself as a millionaire in the future in order to actually reach that. If at this very moment you think something is too far-fetched, you more than likely will never be able to reach that goal or obtain whatever that is in life. So right now, you need to start envisioning yourself as a millionaire if that's what you want to accomplish one day. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time to form good habits, but if you start today and you start actually taking those necessary steps to move forward in life to what you actually see for yourself, you in no time will be able to turn a habit into a lifestyle, which then can get you closer to that ultimate goal of becoming a millionaire or whatever it is that it is for you in your life. So let's jump right in and talk about these 5 millionaire habits that have changed my life for the better. All right, first things first, you have to start off with small victories. No matter what that is, if that's making your bed in the morning, if that's fueling your body with good nutrients, if that is positive self-talk, maybe that's some type of different thing that you can think of that works very well for you. You can get into a mindset of winning. If you can start off your days in a winning attitude, being able to accomplish things and checking off a task list, things that you're going to accomplish through the day. Imagine if you actually are able to accomplish 5 to 10 to 15 different things and only fail at 1 or 2 throughout that day. Failing is not terrible. Failing is something that you learn from. Failing is something that you gain valuable lessons from. But when you are able to shift your mindset into a winner's attitude, into a winner's mindset, you know that from the first thing you start that morning, let's say it's making your bed, you are going to get a victory in that sense. You are going to win. That is your first victory of the day. Then you feed your body those nutrients that it needs to be able to perform at a high level, getting the things done throughout the day that maybe in other times you would have not thought to do certain things. But now that you are going to try to, have a millionaire mindset, you need to start your days off with victories. You need to start with accomplishments. You need to feel good about yourself. It takes time to grow into a good, positive mindset, but if you start immediately with victories, that turns into a habit, and then that habit turns into a lifestyle. Now, before we move on, let me interrupt you real quick to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell and turn on your post notifications. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and make sure you drop a comment below so I know exactly what you guys want to talk about. Thank you so much for watching this quick commercial. Let me get back to what you're actually here for. Now, the second thing that I would encourage you to do is to start setting your goals, but to actually write them down. Getting things out into the real world, make them real. When they are stuck inside here, it's just a perceived reality. It's things that you wish for and hope for. When it's just playing around in your mind, you're not that prone to actually try and strive for whatever that is to actually accomplish it. So if you have a goal and you want something, you want to start doing something that really interests you, and you're like, I can start my own business or start doing whatever I want to do, whatever that goal is, it could be a health goal, it could be anything. Write that goal down. Take the time to actually, set something in place for that. Once you write that goal down and you put it out into this real world, you as a human are more prone to actually accomplish that goal because every single day you need to work towards that. When it's something just flying around in your brain and you got 50 different thoughts every single day, then you're off to this thought and off to this thought and off to that thought. It's very easy to get lost in your thoughts. But when you write your goals down and you start striving to actually check off certain things so you can reach that goal, you as a human are most definitely more prone to actually accomplishing that goal that you wrote down for that specific instance. So make sure once that goal comes into your mind, take the time, grab a pen, grab a notepad, have just a notepad of goals that you want to accomplish and start knocking them out one by one, because that's something that can encourage you to boost into that positive lifestyle that you're hoping for when you're trying to become a millionaire or become, just a positive thinking individual. Now, the third thing I would encourage you to do is to never stop learning. What does that mean? Maybe it's reading books. Maybe it's listening to podcasts. Maybe it's talking to somebody in the industry that you want to be in. Once you shut that brain off, once you say, hey, I'm done, I am clocked out, I am good for the rest of my life, I know enough, I'm the smartest person, there's nothing else I want to learn about, that is a really sad place to be in, because now you are setting your brain back and you're saying, you don't need to work anymore, you're good. Make sure that you are actually encouraging yourself to keep learning. Feel good about what you're learning. Feel, excited to actually go learn a new bit of information. Because now you're actually becoming more intellectual and you're able to carry conversations. You're able to talk about certain things. You're able to grow in certain fields that you may have never been, experienced in. A rule of thumb is that whenever you walk into a room and if you feel like you are the smartest person in the room, you're probably in the wrong setting. You're probably in the wrong room. Once you can find people that really uplift you and educate you on things that you find interesting and that you actually want to know about, your life just starts to, flourish. It's like a flower getting water, and then it rains really hard, and then the sun comes out, and then it storms, and that flower is just blooming and blooming and blooming. That's what education does for that brain. It just continues to help it grow and develop, and you can't stop learning. Make sure that you encourage yourself to learn more daily, whatever that is, 20, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, whatever time you have. Grab a book, watch a video on YouTube, listen to a podcast, learn something every single day, and I promise you, you will love the rewards from doing something like that every single day. All right, number 4 is evaluate who you hang around. That is one of the most important things in life. You have to ensure that who you're hanging around helps you grow in life. You need to ensure that your group of friends or your group of colleagues, whatever you want to call them, acquaintances, maybe it's your closest people in your life, you need to make sure that these people help you grow. Birds of a feather flock together. There's this one quote that I heard from a football coach many, many years ago, and he said, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." In many, many, many cases, that is the absolute truth. You show me your friends and I'll tell you exactly what your future is going to look like. Not in 100% cases is this completely true, but the more you hang around people that help you grow, the more you hang around people that encourage you to work harder and to chase after your dreams, the more you'll be prone to falling into those millionaire habits and that lifestyle of, hey, these are people I want to grow with. Because guess what? When you grow, they grow. When you grow, they grow. And that's just a stepping stone and a building block to this foundation of we are always going to stay in this growth mode. We're always going to stay in this mode of just being able to encourage one another, being able to just, pour into one another by making sure that the people that you're surrounded with are people that are actually pushing you forward, pushing you up, pulling you up, not dragging you down, draining you. They're not just energy sucking vampires and just taking everything out of you. Make sure these are people that uplift you, that water you, that sit there and say, listen, you gotta grow, you gotta get out of your comfort zone, things like that. And this is not something that's absolutely easy, because if you grew up with people, that are still down in the dumps, just doing things that you're not interested in anymore, it's hard to let go of those people that you care about and love so much. But in a point in your life, you have to realize this is not good for me, and you have to grow and you have to go. It's just one of those parts of life where in order for you to grow, you gotta go. So make sure the people you hang around are people that actually encourage you, to keep leveling up. Now, the 5th step to these millionaire habits is take time to meditate. I think this is one of the most important steps in everything that you do in life. Not just millionaire habits that can help change your life, but I think meditating and decluttering your brain, decluttering that mind, giving it time to relax, just sitting there, getting that time in to just go, listen, you did a lot of things this week. You accomplished this, and this, because our mind can keep spinning as long as we allow it to. And you can spin something from one thought and one idea into 15 different things. It's like when people get around each other and they just start spitting out ideas and you're like, oh, that's awesome. And then we could do this and we could do that. Well, what you need to do is reverse that process. You need to just tell yourself, what have I accomplished this week? What have I done? What have I done? You bring it together and then just let it go. Check those things off mentally as well. It's good to write everything down and get everything out into the real world. Also, in this world, our perceived reality of what goes on in our brain needs to be checked off as well and then gotten rid of. It's like a filing cabinet. You can't keep everything up here because it'll drive you crazy eventually. You need to meditate. Take 15 minutes, take 5 minutes a day to, maybe listen to a song that makes you just relax and just get away mentally. Something for me that works is like being at the beach and stuff. It's like nothing matters. And so I try to recreate that vibe and just that moment to where I'm like, nothing else matters in this moment. And I need to just declutter my brain. Find that happy place. Find that place of peace. And just take a few moments to declutter your brain and empty out that filing cabinet so that when other files are put into that filing cabinet, known as your brain, you can actually prioritize those things instead of worrying about things that have been just, lingering there and just brought up from the past and etc. So make sure that you take care of your mental health, declutter that brain, and then just start envisioning new stuff as you get rid of all that old stuff. Take time to make sure your mental health is actually up to par. Now look, in summary, I will say that these 5 millionaire habits take time. These are not things that just happen and then all of a sudden your life changes. These help you grow through moments where you couldn't go any longer. These help you grow through moments where you didn't know what to do. It takes time. Step 1 through 5 are things that work for me personally, and I think they would work for you as well if you actually took time to go through them, create habits, and turn them into lifestyles. I've been practicing these things for about the last 10 to 15 years. Even when I was in high school playing football, certain things that I'm talking about today are things that I've carried with me for the last 10 to 15 years, and I'm 27 years old right now. So I'm trying to keep going, and things will change. You evolve as a human being. Some of these habits also, grow little legs to the side. They grow into different things. They help you learn from certain things, and then you turn that habit into something else. Continue to grow. If you want to become a millionaire, envision yourself as a millionaire. You cannot become something that you don't believe you can become. Everybody else around you can believe it, but as long as you don't believe it, it will not happen. Change your mindset. Make sure your mindset is positive. It is victorious. It is a winning mindset. And believe in yourself more than anyone ever believed in you so that you can actually achieve what you believe in your mind. If you believe you'll be nothing, you'll probably be nothing. If you believe you'll be a millionaire, you'll probably become a millionaire as long as you're willing to put in the work along the way. The process has to be trusted as long as you are willing to work. However, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell, turn on your post notifications, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, and drop a comment below so I know exactly what you guys want to talk about while we go through these videos. I've had a bunch of fun coming up with these different ideas, but I can't wait to start talking about stuff that you guys actually want to learn about and want to grow into. I really appreciate everyone that watches this channel, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Peace out.